to you. How are you? I hope that's good. Yeah! Welcome back to the Skilled Souls. Now, I've been thinking that I want to do a mod. Now, I've had this mod, I've played with this mod loads, but I'm going to start off straight away by telling you what the mod's called. Hey, isn't that a good idea? It is called IndustrialCraft, and it is very similar to BuildCraft, a video I did ages ago. I will touch upon BuildCraft in this as well, because they've changed a lot more in it since when I did the video. BuildCraft was the first video I ever did for Skilled Souls, so that was back in February, so I will go over that again. It's now September, so there's probably 100 billion changes. And I think when I did that, we were in patch 1 point something. It was definitely the full game, because it was way after Minecon and everything. But yeah, IndustrialCraft is pretty similar, but if you do not know what you're doing, you will really suffer. Now, this is a world I've been working on for a while, like on my own. I've literally spent a few hours and I really have gotten nowhere. All I've managed to make are these 3 things, which is a generator, a macerator, and a bat box. Now, all of you that know about IndustrialCraft just maybe need just a bit reminding, then this will probably help you. But otherwise, well, I'm just going to turn it to people just in case a creeper walks in and blows everything up. But otherwise, it may confuse your head a bit, because it confused my head the first time I played it. But normally, you go along, you gather resources like normal, head down my mine. But in IndustrialCraft, it adds a few new ores to your world. And it's one of 3. My god, I really don't like this default texture pack. But now, one of 3 ores, you can get, yeah, it's not on that, isn't it? Uranium, tin, and copper. So they all look like this. Obviously not next to each other, but uranium is fused for all nuclear stuff. That I'll probably cover in a few episodes. I haven't actually touched much upon it myself. I may use my server, which I've set up, to... just gonna patch that to there. Yeah, I have a server set up, so I'm going to use that. See if a couple of friends want to join me in explaining this mod. But otherwise, it's finding tin and copper. That's what I'm going to talk to you about today. So yeah, you find out. I don't know why I came all the way down here just to show you that, but you can find those ores in it. I'm not saying that because I'm a chav, I'm just saying in the ground. That really came out weird. But you find those ores, and using these ores, like you always do with ores, if I can find some coal, you heat them up. So I just got a lot of coal there. But you start heating them up, and after ages you will get tin and copper. I don't have any tin on me, so we'll just have to wait. That's what tin looks like. It looks a bit like iron, but it's slightly fuzzier, well, slightly whiter. You could say it's more white than sort of, well, iron colour. But there are 3 new ores you get in the game, as well as uranium. When you mine uranium, you get something that looks a bit like that. There you are. There's 3 ores. Didn't mean to pick that up. But they're the 3 ores you can get. No, just pick them up. And you can make loads of things with them. But the main crucial thing when you start off in this game, you're going to need is copper and rubber to make some of the basic wires. To get rubber, you need trees like this. These trees, you can tell that they are rubber trees because of these leaves on top. They stand out and the wood looks different. Now, on these trees, where if I just get some bone meal, I'll show you where the other tree, because this one doesn't have any on it at the moment. I think I just went past it. No, I didn't. Oh, there it is. Being so blind. When these trees grow, normally you'll just find them like this, and... oh, it's not on this tree. That isn't good. Right, I need to find some saplings. Saplings. No. No. Wait, was that one back there? No, that was just sticky resin. Yeah, this could take a while. Just me searching absolutely loads. There we are. For saplings. Right. So, you get saplings like every other tree. You do that. Is it on this tree? No. Nor this tree. There we go. Normally you get, if you're lucky, you get quite a few of these around the tree. But these here, that's sticky resin, which you can also get on rubber trees. Now, if you want these rubber trees, you have to go out finding them and get a sapling, or if you're lucky enough to spawn next one. But otherwise, to get that sticky resin off, you have to craft something that looks nothing like that. Like that. Oh my god, epic lag. Okay, I think I might that up a bit, because a bit of lag. But you will craft something like that. This isn't working, because I spawned in the wrong stuff, wrong page. Wooden planks, there we go. That'll work better. There, you get a tree tap, which is made just like I showed you. Wow, this is so weird. Oh, what is going on here? This is so laggy. There we go. Right, that was a bit of a glitch. But anyway, back to what I was doing. You get a tree tap, you go to your tree, and you just simply right-click. Now this has a chance. It will definitely give you at least one sticky resin each time. But sometimes you're not all too lucky. But with... let's just chuck you out, chuck you out, chuck you out. With sticky resin, you heat it up to make rubber. If it moves. But yeah, it makes... this stuff here, as you'll see in a second. Yeah, rubber. With rubber and copper, you put them together. You can either make these uninsulated copper cables, and then just do it like that to make a copper cable which is insulated. Or you could just take 3 copper bars and 6 rubber if you've got it. It works out the same way every time. It takes the same amount of copper and rubber to make 6. But with these copper cables, you will use them to wire things up like that, and they are used absolutely lots in crafting. You need them so much. It's hilarious. You laugh at how much you need them. And the first thing you're going to need to get is iron. Well, as well as everything else, right? Okay, another thing you need to get, I was going to stay my hand on the save room, is iron. Then with iron, you put it in a furnace. Like, you heat it up first, then you do that. Doing this will produce refined iron. Refined iron is really good because it lets you make these blocks called machines. I just need to find out where refined iron is, because it takes forever to heat up. Oh my god, I can't find it. Where's refined iron? There's refined iron. So yeah, you get loads of refined iron, put them in a shape just like a furnace or a chest, and you get a machine block. And a machine block is pretty much used in all sorts of things, and mainly generators. Now to make a generator, it gets a little bit confusing if you are new to it. You will have to probably have a recipe guide open. I've been playing with this a while, I've sort of learnt a few things. Now what I'm making now is a battery that isn't charged, it's just an RE empty battery. Most crafting things don't require a battery that's full. That's something completely different. But to make a generator, all you simply need is a battery, a machine block, and strangely enough, a furnace. It's a bit weird. Put them like that in a line, and you create a generator. Now, a generator pretty much produces stuff. Right, let's get rid of them. Produces electricity if you feed it things like coal. But there's no point just putting coal in when there's nothing for it to go into. Like, there's nowhere you can store the energy. I'm going to shut that in if anything walks in, even though it's unpeaceful. But another thing you need to make is a bat box. A bat box is the thing that I just destroyed, which requires... which stores energy for you. And a back box is slightly simple to make as long as you've got tin, because you need to make 3 batteries, which I've showed you already. I'll show you again just in case you missed it. Like so. 3 batteries, place them along there. Need 5 bits of wood, not wooden slabs. And then 1 copper cable. And you make a bat box. So these are pretty much the basic things you need to get going. So you've placed down your generator, placed down your bat box, go to your generator, stick some coal in, that'll heat that up, and it will start turning it into energy. As you can see, the power level of the bat box is just shooting up, because it's just burning down the coal. If I just take loads of coal out, if I just take the coal out, once this is stopped generating, you will see that 1 coal produces 4,000, so then you just put loads of coal in, get loads of energy. This is brilliant. Wait, I need to get rid of that. I just failed something. Depending on how you want it set up, you want to make sure you place your bat box, oh, that failed, in the the correct way. It doesn't really matter how you get energy into it, but it depends how you're going to have all your other machines set up. So I'm just going to have to get rid of a lot of this because I'm going to need that room. Let's place that there. Yeah, you just need a bit of room. But, so that's slowly collecting energy from all the burnt coal. So I'll just let that keep collecting energy while I show you probably the next step. You can make several things, but normally what I make first is something called a macerator. Macerator pretty much trying to think of the right word. Just sort of crushes stuff down. It's pretty much macerates, if you know what that means. But macerator is slightly harder to get because you need to get an electric circuit. Electric circuits, these things here, an electronic circuit, you need to make these. To make them, you will need to take your copper cable, I just need some more, stick them like this, then with a refined iron in the middle and 2 redstone either side of it. And you create an electronic circuit. So you put that down there, then you need to create yourself another machine block, which you stick there. And see, a machine block can also give you back your refined iron, so that's good. You'll also need 2 cobblestone, and another easy resource to get, well, depending on your luck, it shouldn't be too hard to get unless somehow you have some epic problem, flint. 3 flint at the top. This gives you your macerator. Now, macerators is one of the machines you can use to, if you see on the bat box, there is 1 dot. 1 dot, so that's where the electricity goes out. So that's where you know where to put your copper cable. Then you get your copper cable running. You can get it running to here, and then stick your macerator there. Now your macerator, as you can see, that just filled up with electricity. I'll do it again. Wait. Right, okay. I don't think it's going to do it again. But that fills up with electricity. And then if you get something like tin ore, like before you smelt it and make tin, if you just have tin ore, stick 1 in. Over time, that will macerate. I'll come back to that. But the next thing you'll probably want to make is an extractor. An extractor is pretty similarly made. You need another electronic circuit, which I've shown you how to make. You need another machine block, which I'll just quickly make because it saves time having to look for it, because that drives me mental. And kind of weirdly, but you want to take your oak wood. I really need to get rid of those slabs. Organise them like this, and get, well, you don't need 5, I don't know why I made 5 to be honest, but you need 4 tree taps. Put them like this, and then you will make an extractor. So then you head down. To get all this equipment really does take time. Seriously, it took me an hour just to get up to these 3, as you saw at the beginning. But then again, see, no energy, hook it up, it all goes up. Then an extractor you can use with your rubber trees. If you chop chop down the wood, it pretty much just becomes a bit like wood, but you can't turn it into wooden planks. So if you chop them down, you will get rubber wood. Now, it isn't like a trampoline, like you place it down, because it's rubber, you start bouncing. That's just ridiculous. But if you heat it up, it becomes charcoal. But if you stick the rubber wood into an extractor, it will start becoming rubber, just one rubber. Now, as you can see, the macerator has turned that tin ore into 2 tin dust. Now, I'm going to come back to dust in a second, but I just want to quickly show you something. Using these machines, the bat box is losing energy. Although it's going straight up again because it's got all that in it, is slightly hectic, but the bat box is slowly losing energy, or electricity, and because both these machines were being used. So if I just stick more stuff being macerated, got the stuff being extracted into rubber, that goes down. If you didn't have a generator here, then you wouldn't have any power to run it. It will take forever. But just because I do have this generator, it helps lots. But eventually you progress a bit more through the game, and you can eventually make, using your extractor, no, sorry, your macerator, I get so confused because there's so many things, you can make coal dust. Now, just simply put it in there and it becomes coal dust. I'll just sort of skip ahead a bit. Using coal dust, if I find it again, I'm really bad at looking through this, it's kind of a nightmare. Coal dust, there you go. Coal dust, you put it like that, you take 3 bits of glass, if, again, I can find it. Sorry, I just saw, you've probably seen it about 50 times, me just skipping through things. Where is glass? This is not very good. The glass, yeah, it was there on the first page, fail. Stick glass like that. You make another generator, stick it like that, and stick 2 electronic circuits on either side in a form like that. Now that is slightly complicated to do because it requires a lot of stuff, but you make a solar panel. Now, just before I show you what a solar panel does, I'm going to head back to dust. From 1 tin ore, as you saw, I made 2 tin dust. And this is very effective because 1 tin dust cooks to 1 tin ingot. So, effectively, you get double for your ore after you've made a macerator and it comes out with all this stuff. Right, I'm going to get rid of this generator now, and I am going to supply the bat box in a different way. I am going to take tin copper cables, which is ultra low current cable, even though you make it using tin. I'll just show you how to make that now. So you take your tin, simple, stick it in a line, you make the tin wire. Now, I'm going to have to set daytime now, otherwise it'll be really pointless. Right, I'm going to destroy that bat box and just make a new one, so it has no energy. Whoops. Oops, failing here. There. This gets so annoying when you have to do this so many times. Make sure everything's the right way so it all works. Right, okay. I'm then going to create this tin wire. There. Going up to the surface. Normally, if you have it so that the bat box isn't as far away from your solar panel as possible, because otherwise you do lose some current through the system, you could say. Right, I'm just going to stick that there. Right, I'm just going to have to get down this way. Surprisingly, standing on cable doesn't kill you. But as you can hear, that noise, that's either the macerator, or, yeah, I think it's the macerator trying to, oh no, it's the extractor, sorry, trying to extract it, but there isn't any power in it. Why is there power in there? Oh, right, that's just because there's leftover power here. But that box can't really get any power. So you connect these up, and that solar panel I put at the top should be getting light, like a solar panel does, bringing it down, connecting it to the bat box, and we'll be given this power. For some reason it isn't. Let me just try something. Is that better? No. Okay. What have I done here? Just stick them back. These are getting some power, but the bat box is not getting enough power. Maybe because I don't actually have that many, because I lose all the energy through the wire. So, if you just plugged up a few of these along, don't know why I chose that actually, wait. So just like that. I'll connect that there. Right, if I go back into my sort of hole and run down, hopefully the bat box should now be getting some power. Oh. Well, it is getting some, but it's going straight away because it's giving the power to these. Now these have got power, the bat box is zooming up with energy. It isn't as efficient as using a generator, but that is mainly because I've got so much cable, it's being wasted. So if you had the solar panel just here, then that would be brilliant because you use less cable, so it gets more energy. So that's just the basics to IndustrialCraft. Next episode, for part 2, I will be going into the more complicated machines and having crazy wiring upness. So I'll see you there, and goodbye.